My advice, please don't try to be raw. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Jacorian Bennett has it.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Panther Street.
Up the middle, Achane. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get to mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a Bronco. Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Get it! Mustang 19! Warrior 70! Ready!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets it.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon Achane hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game, it leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
They work now on 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. But instead, it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. They'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that sack.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Look at the big man rumble.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Can you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now? We could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Ball again on 2nd down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Run it.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Here we go, check. 60 Maverick. 70 Ranger.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Go, check. Go.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice game. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Achane. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Panther 11, track 60. 19 Lions. Steady.
One more time with Achane. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Trap 60. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Jets.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe you're like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
After 17-7 the score on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Warriors 70. Buffalo 18. Go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Intended for number 88, incomplete. He was covered by one center.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready, run.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Dolphins in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Dragon 60. 19 Wyatt.
They'll drop to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Cup 19. Ready?
They'll go. H.M. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Back to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On the set.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Three. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18. Pioneer. Left wing 19.
A run straight ahead with H.M. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 18-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Buffalo 18. Go.
They'll run for it with H.M. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
79 Broncos. Maverick. 60 Maverick. Rig alert. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
And they'll give this to H.M. And they'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon H.M. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset with this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Hall again. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 5.
19 Lions. Come 19. Come 19.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Trap 60. Tight, 19 tight. 18, Pioneer.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 49 yards. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Let's go. Warriors 70. Buffalo 18. Hut, hut.
On first down, back to Achane. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. And quickly, they get to the line.
50 Mavericks. Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 41 yards. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 46 yards on the play. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Dragon 60.
Back to throw here. He'll dump this off to Achane. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Ready? Go, Riggs, go! 19 Lions! Cup 19! Cup 19! Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards from the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows. Is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another 1st down run right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
18, Pioneer. Mustang 19. Warrior 70. Hut, hut.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try now for Moody. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now Wilson on 1st down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
Right.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. His throw incomplete.
And there's another stop One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Good. Hey, alert. Touch 50. Go, body.
To throw is Wilson. And he's got some space here. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, New York.
A give running right is Hall. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Throwing is Wilson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. A give to Hall running right. And he caught it up. And he's got this down to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Third down and 13. Here's Wilson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. In motion right is Ridley. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
At the 37-yard line.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
79 Broncos.
Right back to Achane on second down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun now on third down. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. It's taken to the 26. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Wilson going to change things up here. Paul ought to give up the middle. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll give to Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
On second down, a run with Hall. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On third down, Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That gain on third down, good for 28. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
0-0.
On first down, Wilson.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 108 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Hold it ready.
Now a 2nd and 2.
19 Charger, 19 Charger. Ready.
Now back to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Jake Moody to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Deontay Banks with it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
19 Lions.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And some space here. There he goes again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, 38 yards. And the Dolphins add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Jets on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
That one goes for 24 yards.
For a Miami Dolphins. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Achane. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Mustang 19, Warrior 70.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28.
79 Broncos, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll set up to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
18-yard line.
65 track, 65 track.
They'll look to throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Ball again.
They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Wilson to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And taken right on the 30.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Dolphins, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.